Hello, I am Kev Luu, also known as Kev Luu in the Stew, and today I'm going to go over a basic vocal chain. Right now I'm talking into the Shure SM7b. This is a very popular dynamic microphone. You've seen podcasters use it. You've heard stories of Michael Jackson recording Thriller on the SM7b, an older version. I digress. This is a great microphone. It's a dynamic microphone, and it also requires a lot of gain. We call it a microphone it's a gain hog. You have to really crank that gain or boost the preamp to get it to a healthy level. So sometimes that brings up the noise floor and can introduce some noise. So how we fix that is we commonly pair the SM7B with this cloud lifter. And this cloud lifter is adding 25 dB of clean gain to the vocal chain. Now, the SM7B is plugged into the cloud lifter. Out of the cloud lifter is plugged into my interface, which is currently the Apollo X8P. Now, you'll see here on this software, which is called UAD Console, that I'm coming up on input 4, which is labeled SM7B. Now, UAD Console is a software that allows you to monitor the inputs and outputs from your Universal Audio Apollo interface. It's a free software that comes with your Apollo interface, and it's really, really good if you ask me. It allows you a no latency monitoring environment, and it's really, really helpful because you can add all of UAD's incredible plugins that they've emulated, all this vintage audio equipment, compressors, EQs, preamps from studios that we all love to see and use. So right now I'm using with this green knob right here, you can see I'm just using the regular preamp that's included in the Apollo, which is fine. It's great. It's clean. I can also add what's called a unison mic pre, like this UA610B. Stand by. So as I bring up the volume of the UA610B, this is emulating a UA610 preamp, which is, I believe, a preamp that was invented by Bill Putnam. You can fact check me on that. And it's a great preamp that gives it some body and has an EQ section, and it's really, really, it sounds great. So we can use this today if we want, since it's on. And I'm going to add also to this vocal chain some compression. It's very common for singers to want some compression on their vocals. So I'm just going to add the LA2A Legacy. Here we go, the Teletronics LA2A. I love this compressor because it's really simple to use. This peak reduction, as I turn it to the right, it adds more compression, as you can see on the gain reduction meter right here. And then this knob to the left that says gain, this is your makeup gain. So this is bringing the output signal back up as it is being compressed more. So let's just keep this on right now. My voice is nicely compressed and sounds great. So let's close all this right now and let's jump into my DAW, or digital audio workstation, which today is Logic Pro. And I'm using Logic Pro version 10.7.5. And I love Logic. You're the best bang for your buck, if you ask me. For $200 in the App Store, you get a full digital audio workstation that you can record audio, use software instruments that it's included. They sound great. You can use third-party virtual instruments in Logic. You can work in video. I know a lot of film scorers use Logic for their work, and it's great. Best bang for your buck. There are other DAWs out there like Ableton, Pro Tools, and they're all great for other things, but Logic is great. So this is what we're using today because I know a lot of you are using Logic. So right here, audio 1, this is my vocal track. As you can see, input 4, like I mentioned earlier, from my Apollo X8P. This SM7 is into input 4, and you'll also notice that this track right now is muted. Now, why I mute this track is because we're monitoring from UAD Console, if you recall. So if I have this unmuted and also this, you might hear, depending on the settings, like the buffer rate, it might hear a little like slapback. The buffer size right here. So it's set to 128. So that's pretty low, and I only have one track, so I'm not really worried about it overloading right now. But I mute the track in the DAW because console gives me no latency monitoring. So, and I'll demonstrate recording into Logic and then playing back. So here I go. I'm just gonna record something real quick. So recording test 1, 2, 3. I'm talking into the SM7b. This is my vocal chain recording into Logic Pro. Awesome. And as you can see on the screen, it recorded in, and then I'm just going to take this off record and unmute it and play back. So recording test 1, 2, 3. I'm talking into the SM7b. This is my vocal chain recording into Logic Pro. Awesome. So yeah, and let's just test that theory. So if I have this in record right now, I guess it's not really slapping back too much, but sometimes if you are hearing some slapback or a little bit of like delay, it's probably because you're monitoring from Logic as well as console. So I would recommend to monitor from console and playback from Logic. So yeah, that is a basic vocal chain using the SM7B, a cloud lifter going into an Apollo interface. I hope this was helpful. Like and subscribe, support this channel. I'm going to make more music production and audio engineering content. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Thank you so much.